Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives. Back with a little CD vinyl update. Got a few things in the mail lately. Picked up one from my local record shop. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to show it to you. I'll show the vinyl at the end, show you the CDs first. I've been watching a few videos lately and, well, they happen to be on some stuff on Wasp, one of my favorite bands from the 80s for sure. And I'm still trying to turn over some cassettes into CDs or vinyl. And one I got in the mail, which is an absolute classic, Headless Children. This is a reissue on, it says Madfish, released still, I think, licensed by Sanctuary Music. It sounds good. Not too fond about the digipack, but that's okay. If I do see an original version of it, I'll grab it down the line, but this is fine for now, no problem. Anyways, great album. I would say this would be, to me, the debut, and this are still two of my favorite Wasp albums. I don't want to pick a favorite right now. Maybe I'll get into the old Wasp ranking or something down the line, but anyways, classic album. Love it. Just the picture of the three on the back. So you got Chris, Blackie, and Johnny. Frankie Banali did the drums on this album, which you guys all know. I don't think he was just a hired gun. So anyways, next up, recommendation or a spotlight from MetalMickey's video on Mordred. After I watched his video, I started looking on eBay and Amazon. I'm like, holy crap, these are quite pricey even for a CD. And then some guy had an auction on in Canada, and I ended up getting In This Life, Mordred, In This Life for $9 Canadian. I was very happy to win this one, and you know, I bid a little higher just in case. I wanted to make sure so nobody, what I call, swooped in and nabbed it on me. So I got it. This thing is actually really good. Now, if you're into bass like a Scott Reeder, or you ever listen to some Infectious Grooves like Robert from Metallica, this is some wicked bass on here. Like, it reminded me of, you ever seen that movie I Love You Man? Slapping the Bass? I don't know, I just started laughing at, because this bass is heavy duty in the mix, and it is quite funky. It's not like it's not tuned down so low like Fieldy from Korn, but it's more maybe on the funk style. These guys also have a what do you got there? A turntable keyboard guy too, so they use some effects and stuff like that. But you know, I actually don't mind this album. I gave it a couple of spins, and I'll give it a couple more for sure. Good recommendation. I'm still learning this link down below stuff, so I'm going to try and get this link down below for MetalMickey's spotlight on Mordred. So forgive me if it's not there, but I'm going to try. So I got kind of a mixed bag of tricks here for sure tonight. Next up, Death, Individual Thought Patterns. This thing is phenomenal. This is about as heavy as I've kind of went on the death metal side of things. I hadn't, what we'll say, dabbled in this before, but this album is killer. So basically what you got here is one of my favorite guitar players from another one of my favorite bands that are tied for second, King Diamond. So you got Andy LaRocque on guitar on this album. You got the bottom end of Testament here with Gene Hoglan and Steve DiGiorgio. And then you got Chuck. So there's the back. This and Human I've been listening to quite steadily for the past, well, Human more because I had it about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. This one, awesome, love it. Now, kind of in the vein of UDO, Halloween, comes a new album from Primal Fear called Apocalypse. This is I think this is a fantastic album. I know there's people that aren't into this kind of power metal or just metal in general. That's what I call it. I don't care if it's power or whatever. This has elements of power metal, a little bit of thrash metal in there, you know, sprinkled in there. what a great album. I'll talk more about this. I'm going to do a review on this. This just came out. The drumming on here is phenomenal. I'll talk about that more in my review, but I just picked this up. Brand new Primal Fear, Apocalypse. And my one vinyl, which I actually got playing in the background, Saxon, Strong Arm of the Law, but that version playing in the background is that new Splatter version. Pretty cool. But I picked this one up at the local record shop. Now, I hadn't seen this cover before, the black version. Excuse me, this is a Canadian pressing. I'm not sure the difference of why one's black and one's white. Maybe, you know, guys, Scott, you might know a bit about this, or Cloudy, or if you just let me know what you guys know about why there's a black version or a white version. But this is a Canadian pressing on Carrere, the French label, which in Canada is still released under CBS, which is CBS, Epic, Columbia, stuff like that. But you know what? I'll pull this out here. Besides this little bit of ring wear right here, this thing is pretty awesome. There's the back. Besides the front cover, the black and the white, I don't really see a big difference. The track listing is the same, so let me know what you know about that. Picked that up at my local record shop. That was my one vinyl find for the week so far. And that's it. That's my CD vinyl update. Check out that new Primal Fear. Really good album. If you're into those guys. It's just, you know, it's typical Primal Fear. They don't veer too much off the old formula. Just good old metal. And like a recap quick there, that Death album, phenomenal. I'm trying to build up my Wasp collection too. Still having a tough time finding Unholy Terror and the 2 Neon God albums. That's all I'm missing, is those 3 from my actually I got one more in the way. I'll show you that down the line. But anyways, the 3 very difficult ones for me to get would be Unholy Terror, Neon God, Neon Gods or Gods part 1 and 2. They were available like a year ago and I should have got them, and now I'm kicking myself for not getting them. But I'm kind of a completist, so I do want to complete my full Wasp discography, maybe even down the line. Besides Live in the Raw, I don't know if I'll get the rest of their live stuff. I like live stuff, but it's not necessary for certain bands, if you know what I mean. But you know, Maiden, Saxon, Priest, stuff like that. I mean, I'd buy anything they put out, actually, so a bit of a fanatic there. So anyways, babbling on a bit, we'll end this video tonight, and thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll work on that link below, down below stuff. I'm a bit of a dummy when it comes to that, but I think I'll be able to get it. So that's it for tonight. Stay heavy.